Hey, what's going on everyone? Luis here, and welcome back to another NBA 2K basketball simulation. Today's video, if you guessed it, it's just a recap, and where we get to compare and contrast how both greats did in their 90s Bulls finals journey. I've simulated MJ in all 6 NBA finals that he played in to see how well he'd perform, and then out of curiosity, I've placed Kobe in for MJ and saw how well he'd perform too if he had played in the 90s Bulls era. But first, let's welcome those who are new. If you're new to this channel and you like the content, be sure to subscribe and stay posted because I'm going to start firing up some nice fresh content that I'm excited to share with you all. I'm also doing a giveaway. I took some time to draw this on Inkscape. I just really ended up liking the finished product, so I decided to turn it into a poster. And what better than to give something to you all for helping me to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's really easy if you like to win. All you have to do is follow these 4 easy steps. That's it. One more thing before we begin. I've done this already before with Kobe's 2000 Lakers. Simulated Kobe redoing all 7 NBA finals and then replaced Kobe for MJ, and the results were very surprising to say the least. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check that out. Link right here in the top right corner. But anyway, let's get started with our first series, the 1991 Los Angeles Lakers. In the Jordan series, I just couldn't help but notice how well Pippen and Jordan played together. You see a lot of lobs from those two. Great work offensively and defensively. Lakers originally suffered a lot of injuries in this series, and I kept that in mind as I did these simulations. With all those injuries in mind, MJ and the Bulls win in 6 games. As for Kobe, Laker fans, this is somewhat of a treat for you right here. Both beloved Laker greats, Magic and Kobe, are featured in this one. But as I've mentioned earlier, this was an injured, aging Lakers team that stood no chance against Kobe and the Bulls. Plus, there was no stopping Kobe in this series. This was the 06 version of Kobe, the 81-point Kobe. Yeah, no chance whatsoever. As I look at these two perform after every series, I would choose a round winner. In this round, I will have to give it to Kobe for finishing that series earlier in 5 games rather than 6. However, both got the job done and won that first championship. Well done. The 1992 series against the Trailblazers. For Jordan, this was not going to be easy like the previous one. One could really say if it wasn't for that clutch 3-point shot Paxson took in game 2 with 2 seconds to go, this series could have gone either way. That game was supposed to be Portland's, but the Bulls just snatched it away. Bulls went on to win in 6. For Kobe, the Bulls did not capitalize on those close nail-biter games. The Bulls did not have no clutch John Paxson moments nor anyone to create any momentum. Kobe simply got outplayed by Clyde Drexler and fell into a deep 3-0 hole that they couldn't get themselves out of. I think there's no question here. Jordan wins this round. Jordan wins Finals MVP and is now ahead of Kobe by 1 championship. The 1993 series against the Phoenix Suns. MJ and the Bulls were up 3-2 at one point in this series. How did they not close it out? Don't ask me. Phoenix just performed better and had home advantage. The league MVP Charles Barkley came up big and was Finals MVP. Sorry Phoenix fans, but this was just a heartbreaker for me. For Kobe, he suffered the same fate, except the Bulls were eliminated in 5 games. First time we see MJ lose the finals, knowing it could have easily been won had they showed up in game 6 at home. Both Kobe and MJ suffered a finals loss in the same series. I shouldn't have to give this round to nobody, but since I kinda have to, I'll give it to the one who stretched this series longer. On to the 1996 series against the Seattle Supersonics. For MJ, no better way to bounce back after his last NBA Finals performance. MJ and the Bulls managed to defeat the Supersonics in 5. For Kobe, after losing his last 2 NBA Finals series, he showed up in this one, winning it in 6 games. The last 2 previous years, MJ had retired, however, Kobe wasn't. I wonder how a series against the Rockets would have gone. Definitely an interesting scenario I could consider, however, this round winner goes to MJ for closing it out at home and much sooner. The 1997 series against the Utah Jazz. For MJ, this series was pretty much back and forth. It was very close and it almost went a game 7. But after a crazy game 6 that went to overtime, MJ and Pippen shut it down and won their 4th title. For Kobe, this was his best performance in the finals by far. Kobe and the Bulls brought out the brooms and swept Utah. This round belongs to Kobe for putting this series to rest in 4 games. MJ and the Bulls struggled a bit but still came up on top to win their 4th championship. After both fell to three-peat the first time, they both have the opportunity here as they face Utah again for a rematch. 1998 series against the Utah Jazz. For MJ, this series lasted 5 games and the Bulls pretty much were in control the whole time. Michael Jordan wins his 5th NBA championship and gets that three-peat. For Kobe, this series also lasted 5 games and he now has 4 championships with the Bulls. This round will go for both just because they finished strong and were able to get that three-peat. Congrats to both of these all-time greats. Neither one really disappointed. That's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you all watched it this far and enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Sin Sports, tuning out.